Yo, good morning, good morning, good morning. Love and respect everybody. Happy Sunday. Make sure you guys give God thanks, man, for waking you up this morning, man. You know, he could have had other plans for you, but he woke you up today. Hey, amen, man. You know what I'm saying? Amen. Man, I appreciate everybody taking the time to come and hang out with us, man. Let's make it happen. Again, man, let's make it happen. Peace, love, unity to everybody, man, that's tuned in and vibing with us, man. Hey, peace, love, and unity to everybody tuned in and vibing with us, man. My name is Joe Hernandez, founder creator of Smoke Nation worldwide. You know, crazy stuff happening here in the world and shit, man. And it's real close to home and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Real close to home, man, you know? And hey, shit just happening and shit, man. Shit is just happening. You know what I'm saying? Shit is just happening. So be careful out there, man. Hug your loved ones, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tell your people you love them and shit, man, because, man, we're all going through it and shit, man. And life is happening in front of our eyes and shit, man. In front of our face and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? 100%, man. So, again, man, come on. And let's make today the best and shit, man. Let's make today the best, baby. I appreciate you guys taking the time to hang out. Yeah, taking the time to come and vibe, man. I know I've been coming in a little later and shit, man. Honestly and shit, man. Hey, I ain't doing that well in my life and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still pushing every day, But I make sure that I come and push these live video streams out to you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? 100%. So I appreciate you guys, taking the time to fuck with me, man. Taking the time to hang out, whatever and shit, Really appreciate it, guys. Hopefully everybody's doing well, man. Hopefully life is treating you guys awesome. Positive vibes to everybody, man. Positive vibes to everybody. Hell yeah, man. So, California residents and shit, man, going heads up with ICE and shit, man, Hey, I don't blame them and shit, man. We were always told to stand up for what we believe in and shit, man, and to protect our families and this and that and shit, man, and that's what people are gonna do, man. That's what people are gonna do and shit, man. Protect their loved ones and shit, man. Protect their freedoms. Hey, what up, Jose? How you doing, bro? Good morning. Love and respect. Cheers, my brother. What you got going on? Heck yeah! Thank you very much for tuning in and vibing with us, my bro. Hell yeah! Thank you very much for tuning in and vibing with us. It sucks when it comes to a political party, and then it sucks when friends and family members can't even talk about politics because it messes up everything and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But the reality of it and shit, man, what's the distraction for and shit, man? What is the distraction for? Hey, what's up, Corey? What's good, my boy? Love and respect. Thank you very much for tuning in and vibing with us. Again, man. Love each other, man. Hey, what's going on, my guy? Good morning, bro. Love and respect. Thank you very much for tuning in and vibing with us. Cheers. Yeah, going into people's neighborhoods and terrorizing a neighborhood is definitely not the way to be, man. It's definitely not the way to be. The other part and shit, man, they're shaking up California and shit, knowing damn well the border's right there and shit, right? They're shaking up California and shit, man, knowing damn well and shit, man, California is Mexico and shit, man, you know what I'm saying? No matter how many times and shit, man, you say you're a U.S. citizen and shit, man, a U.S. citizen will know and shit, man, that, that invisible line and shit, man, you know what I'm saying? That invisible line and shit, man, that invisible line, Now, anything away from the border and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything away from the border and shit, man. You know, shouldn't be considered Mexico or, you know, part of the, you know, their territory and shit, man. You know, but as long as blood and that mentality is there and shit, man, they're gonna fight for their freedom. They're gonna fight for their land and shit, man. You know, they're gonna fight for what they believe in and shit, man. You know, no difference than sending 18-year-olds and shit, man, to war and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Sending little kids and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Or young adults and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And making them do all that crazy shit, man. You know, saying there's no difference and shit, man. You know, it sucks that we have the National Guard and shit, man, you know, in our motherfucking land and shit, man. We got the National Guard and shit, man. You know, fucking ICE doing military style fucking raids and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then expect people not to have a reaction and shit, not to have you know, that, you know what, I'm gonna fight for what I believe is right, you know, blah, 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 blah. Now they want to go fucking find a person that was throwing rocks at a fucking vehicle. We pay for those vehicles and shit. We pay for every of your motherfucking vehicles and shit, man. You know, everything that your motherfucking people, you know, officers, we pay for that shit. It comes out of our fucking money and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It comes out of taxpayers' money and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So we have every right to destroy those vehicles. We have every right to destroy whatever the fuck we put money into and shit. Hell yeah. I said what I said, man, you know. Right? Just come to America the right way, man. Just come to America the right way. I mean, but nobody came to America the right way, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the argument that we will forever have is nobody came into America the right way. You know, we were just born, you know what I'm saying? We were just born. No, but what's going on in California has to happen. So these powerful people don't feel like they got power and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The people have to fight with law enforcement. The people have to fight with these, you know, with these ICE and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because why? They're coming in to take the brown people, the black people, you know, people that are not from this country and shit. You know what I'm saying? That have been putting time in this world and shit, man, for over 20, 30 years and shit, man, you know? And then you got families that barely came and shit, had their kids, and now shit, they got to go back, bye-bye, you know? Definitely come in the right way, you know what I'm saying? But that's everybody. That's every single body and shit, man, you know? Even our parents and shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Even our grandmas and shit, man, you know, we should all look at each other and say, you know what? Did I come in the right way? Did my family come in the right way and shit, man? Did our, you know, whether it's white, black, Asians, you know, everybody come in the right way. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And George Washington was not the first president. And George Washington was not the first president. We got to go back and learn our history and shit, man, you know. We've been introduced to what we've been introduced to, but been taught the wrong way, man, you know. It's fucked up. But what's happening in California has to happen in California. Because it's not just going to happen in California. It's going to happen here in Arizona too and shit, man. We're Arizona. That's Mexican and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Arisa, that's Arizona. That's Mexican. That's just Mexican and shit, you know? We have ICE already out here and shit, man, you know? Best believe me, you know, I'm not gonna fucking lie and shit. They touch me and shit, man, you know? They fucking touch me. My kids know me and shit, man. They touch me and shit, man. Hey, it's their life, not my life and shit. I don't care if my life gets taken after that and shit. You know, I am a brown skinned individual and shit. You know what I'm saying? I always get fucking, how you call it? I always fit people's fucking identity and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm one of those individuals that I get fucked with, period and shit. So therefore, I became more of a person that I step up to cops. You know, my kids will tell you and shit. Just recently, and shit, I got pulled over. I hopped out that vehicle before they could tell me to hop out. Get back in the vehicle, man. Get the fuck out of my fucking face with that bullshit. You know, what do you call it? But I'm telling you, man, like, I'm a brown skinned individual. I got a big mouth and shit, man, you know, and it's just a matter of time and shit, man, that I'm tested and shit, you know. Hey, we live in a world and shit, man, you know, where we don't have rights and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And all these laws that are written and shit, man, the people that write them don't even follow them and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way to make money off of us and shit. It's to put us in prison and shit. And it's funny and shit, man. We have a lot of people in here. Hey, thank you for those that come and fuck with us. Hey, thank you for those that come and comment with us and shit. Come and have a conversation with us. You know what I'm saying? 100%. I appreciate you guys. For everybody that says that they want to talk about stuff and they want to talk about real shit, you know what I'm saying? And then as soon as I start talking real shit, you want to take off and shit. Hey, stay the fuck off the page and shit, man. Simple as that and shit, man. You know, because at the end of the day and shit, man, I'm here talking real shit. I'm not here fucking sending you fucking make believe bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You could look up everything on the internet that I'm talking about and shit because it's real time, it's real life and shit. You know what I'm saying? There's things happening in the sky. There's things happening in fucking people's fucking neighborhood and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody out there fucking killing somebody and shit, man. There's a lot of stupid shit happening in real life time and shit, guys. You know what I'm saying? This is Smoke Nation worldwide and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm an individual sitting right here and been able to look into the motherfucking world in advance and shit, guys. If you guys been following from the beginning of time, tell me something that I've said that hasn't came true. Tell me something that I haven't that I said that I haven't came true and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that I've said had came true and shit. Now we're waiting for the fucking darkness and shit, for the whole fucking electricity to fucking shut down and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I just fucking found that whole fucking thing about the Truman Show and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We live the world like a Truman Show and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they got eyes on us everywhere. They could see through this motherfucking house and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They got cameras in the fucking TVs and shit. They got cameras everywhere. They got speakers. They got microphones. They're watching and shit. They know and shit. You know what I'm saying? The weather that we have outside and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Program fucking weather and shit. The sun that we have outside, LED and shit, man. You guys ain't seen the difference of the sun nowadays and shit. The sun has a UV ray in it and shit. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Your phone don't tell you that and shit. Cause look, my phone's gonna tell me out of random it has a UV ray and shit. You know, I'll let you guys know when it pops up and shit. You know, so things are changing and things are happening in front of you guys' faces. But everybody just knows politics. Everybody just knows what the red and blue are doing and shit because that's where they got you and shit. You know, these motherfucking presidents and these motherfucking leaders and these motherfucking, you know, Congress individuals and senates and shit, they don't give a fuck about shit as long as it's gonna fucking put money in their pocket and they're gonna continue fucking taking from the people, the tax fucking paying people and shit, you know? Ain't nobody out there for us and shit, you know? That's why you got other people from other fucking galaxies coming over here to fucking make sure that we don't fucking drown, that we don't get set on fire, that we don't fucking, you know, perish and shit, you know, with this motherfucking nonsense and shit, you know? Like, I'm not here to give you guys a fake believe story and shit. I'm not here to fucking, you know, if I've been saying, hey, and my kids will tell you, hey, my dad's been telling us we're going to have to run. Hey, my dad's been telling us that we're going to have to fucking fight. My dad's been telling us not to get fat because if we're fat, we can't run and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening right now and shit, man. That's what's happening right now. You see, my father's from Durango, Mexico and shit, man. He's from Durango, Mexico. You know, I don't know if he's legal or not and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know he married my mom's. I know my mom's from here and shit. You know, I don't know his whole background, you know, but I know that there's a bill out there and shit, man, you know, that would fucking deport first generation individuals like myself and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I've never been to Mexico. I mean, I've been to Mexico when I was like 1 to 5 years old and shit, but I've never lived in Mexico and shit. You know what I'm saying? But to, you know, maybe have to go through some shit like that and shit. Hey, that's scary as fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because all I ever known was the USA and shit. You know what I'm saying? But to go and fuck, hey, you know what? It's because Then I gotta go and fucking face all that craziness in my own motherfucking self and shit, man. Like, man, you know, I watch movies, I watch videos, I watch The Terror and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, so and then let me put this out there. Civil War and shit, right? What's up, Caesar? How you doing, bro? What's up, Petra? How you doing? Welcome. Civil War will start with the white individual shooting a Mexican or a black individual and shit. I mean, it started with George Floyd and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying and shit, man. Hey, they spray poison on us. The sun is yellow now, bro. I think the sun is more white now. I think the sun is more like my LED light. Check it out. Because I just did a video about it and shit, man. Let me see. Yeah, I just did a video. I posted it on my Facebook and shit. And you can see the different levels of light and shit in the UV ray and shit, you know? So what I'm saying and shit, man, what I'm saying is that the New World Order is trying to take control and shit, guys. The New World Order and shit is trying to take control and shit, man, you know? You know, I believe in dictatorship and shit, man. I believe in all that. I believe in somebody thinking they're doing right when really they're doing wrong and shit, man, you know? But like Tupac said, man, if you ever want to be rich like Donald Trump and shit, man, you got to be Donald Trump and shit. You just got to push, truck, step over people and shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, get what you want and shit, you know? You know, I believe in greed and shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe in greed where I want to be greedy and shit, you know, but I believe people are greedy, you know? I know sometimes I might look greedy as fucking shit because shit, I'm just trying to stack up money and shit, you know? The only reason I'm trying to stack up money and shit because I got to pay the bills and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or we got to pay the bills and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's a motherfucking bitch and shit, you know what I'm saying? Only reason money is really needed and shit other than that and shit, man. If I was able to fucking pay my bills with a smile, I'd probably be fucking fucked because I got a fucked up smile and shit, you know what I'm saying? I just say, you know? But I'm just trying to get my people in the right direction and shit, man. I'm trying to get everybody in unity and not in fucking, you know, racist wars and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what they want us to do. They want us to have political wars. They want us to have the religion wars and shit, you know what I'm saying? My dick's bigger war and shit, you know what I'm saying? They want you to fucking battle each other and shit, you know, fucking because it's easier for us to do the job than them and not costly and shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I might be talking on my ass, but shit, I'm pretty sure I've been thinking like this for years and shit, guys. Guys, I've been thinking like this since I was fucking a little kid and shit, guys. I've been thinking about this. Guys, we're going to have a female president and shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. We're going to have a female president. If not and shit, man, Barack Obama comes back and shit. I don't know, man. I'm just fucking throwing what the fuck I know and shit or what the fuck I hear. I don't give a fuck about Barack Obama and shit, man, you know. But the stories they say and the stories they tell is the stories you want to hear and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the motherfucking fucked up part and shit. You know? He'll stop all the raids and stuff, you know. He'll stop all the ICE raids right away, you know. We're gonna have a female president. But we're gonna have a female president when it's too fucking late to do anything. We're gonna have a female president when there's no more funds. When everything's been cut off from the government and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing and shit, right? Just so there'd be more money in the back end and shit to splurge it with and shit. I don't know. I don't know, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna read the comments, guys. Hey, I love everybody, man. I love everybody. But 100%, man, you know, this is Smoke Nation Worldwide, man. Hey, I'm smoking weed, glitter rainbow, man. You know, and yeah, I smoke cannabis, you know. If they touch anyone in front of me, I'm blasting in their face. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it, bro, you know? They spraying poison on bro. Honestly, you know, respect to those that went to war, whatever the fucking shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of you guys, you know, a lot of older people and shit, man, you know, went to fucking war because they had fucking 2 strikes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And if they would have got a 3rd strike and shit, they would have been locked up in prison for life and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. A lot of them and shit should have just gone to prison and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, a lot of them and shit, man, you know, should have just fucking, you know, stayed in and shit, you know? It is what it is. I'm aiming at somebody. But anyways and shit, man, you know. At the end of the day and shit, man, you know, for those that went to go be good toy soldiers and shit because they chose and believed in their ability to be a good toy soldier and shit, hey, salute to them and shit, man, you know. For those that went to take away the ability to get locked up for life and shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Or to do time in prison and shit, man. Hey, I salute you to an extent and shit, man, you know what I'm saying? But did you really serve your country and shit? Did you really serve your country for you wanting to serve your country and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or did you serve your country to cut you off some motherfucking time and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's really the difference and shit, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, for anybody that got time cut off and shit, man, you know, hey, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But say it proudly and shit, you know what I'm saying? Don't say, oh yeah, I served my country and shit, you know. Nah, you served the motherfucking correctional facility and shit, you know what I'm saying? You chose to do for your country and shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that was only for a front, you know. But for shouts out to those that went and put in time for the right reasons and shit, you know what I'm saying? Got whatever they needed out of it and shit, you know what I'm saying? But are you 2 strikers and shit like that, you know? How did it feel playing dress up? Oh yeah, let's read these, man. Hello, how you doing? What up, Steve? How you doing, my brother? Welcome. Hey, shouts out North Carolina in the building, checking in to the safety meeting. Toke, choke, let's go. And my dad's cousin started Blackstone, which became Black Rock. They're playing chess. My dad's cousin is Peter G. Peterson. Google him. Yeah, bro, you talk about Black Rock and shit, man. They own like 90% of the motherfucking buildings and shit. 90% is housing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or 80% of it. I'm pretty sure it's 90% of it and shit, man. You know what's up, Fox? How you doing, bro? Yo, but everything's going on right now. I called before he was even elected. Good morning, Smoke Nation. What's up, Ken? How you doing? There's usually 3 different types of people that join the military. One is a patriot, 2, a legal reason to kill, and 3, for the money. Man, I'm telling you and shit, bro, you know? Some people enjoy it. Yeah, like, you know, I like that Ventura dude and shit, right? He's he went in, did time and shit, you know, and he came back at 20 or I don't know, 18 or some shit like that. I don't know when the fuck he went in, but he came back and shit, and he said he was ready to go back and shit because in the States he was a little boy still and shit, you know, and overseas he was a man and shit, you know what I'm saying? So he felt useless over here and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn. And he's all like, you know, what I really just kept in my mind is, man, like, damn, they send little kids to war and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that's true and shit, you know? I mean, they send all different types of people. I mean, people choose to stay and shit, man, but just to be in that mentality and shit, man, just to be in that world and shit is wild. Hell yeah, man. Hey, but I don't want nobody hating me and shit for speaking the way that I speak and shit, because I promise and shit, you're going to love the way that I speak. You're going to love the way that I talk about shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to hate on nobody and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? If you never hated on me, I never hated on you and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And whatever's happening on television and shit, let it happen on television and shit, man. I'm able to talk and speak about what's happening on television and shit because I am a voice. I am a voice to my skin people and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm also a voice to the world and shit, man. 100%. Who appointed me like that and shit, man? Who fucking knows and shit, man? You know what I'm saying? But I want to say it's the great high and shit, man. The most high, the most powerful, the person I can't see, but I feel and shit. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You know, that's who did it and shit, you know? And I've been coming at this, man, the same way and shit, man, my whole life and shit, you know? Since I was 5 years old and shit, guys. Since I was 5 years old. A lot of people might think I'm talking crazy and shit, but I've never picked up a motherfucking Bible to sit there and understand every fucking passage or every verse or whatever and shit, because a motherfucker don't know how to read or put things together properly and shit, man. I'm too special needs. I'm too special ed and shit, man. But for some reason, I got a mouthpiece that I'm supposed to use and shit in order to give it to you and shit, man. How it's supposed to sound and how you're supposed to feel it and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be hitting your mind and I'm going to be hitting your heart. You know what I'm saying? 100%. This little thing right here, you know, this little, what is called, this marijuana right here, that's nothing. The trees and shit, this weed right here, that's nothing and shit. That's just herb to heal us, to bring us together and shit. 100%, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like my motherfucking hand, you know what I'm saying? We right here trying to come together and shit, man, you know? That's exactly what it is and shit, man, you know? We right here trying to come together and shit, man, you know? We trying to come together and shit. Cannabis brings us together and shit. That's the common denominator and shit. Other than that, I ain't got a story to tell about weed and shit and what weed has done for me and shit. Fuck all that and shit, man. What I tell you what weed has done for me and shit is open up my mind and shit, man. The ability and shit, man, to connect with people in different levels and shit. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You know, um, being able to think out of the box instead of just thinking in one way only and shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, man, you're closed minded and shit, and people's opinions don't matter. Nah, the problem is I already heard your opinion in my head and shit. You know what I'm saying? Without you opening your motherfucking mouth and shit, you know, and you know, I yelled at me too and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I yelled at me too and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm a type of person and shit that I'm thinking 7 different ways or 100 different ways and shit. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happens in that point in time and shit, like the rolls dice, you know, you roll the dice and whatever happens there and shit is what happens. And that's the reaction you get and shit. And then when it happens to me and shit, it's like, fuck, I already had that reaction in my head and shit. Son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is and shit, man. You know, I'm 38 years old. I just turned 38. May 14th is when I was born and shit, 1987. I've been here and shit, man. A lot of stupid shit have happened in my life and shit, man. You know, I just take it as, you know, I wasn't meant to be here, but I was meant to be here. And I'm here for a reason. What the reason is, I don't know and shit, man. But it has to do with my voice. It has to do with the message. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And there has to be like-minded individuals out there like myself and shit, man, 100%. Or believe exactly what I believe. Just, you know, have a little bit more to share. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You know, we're all here for a reason. We're all here for a purpose, you know, and we're all here to capture somebody's attention and shit, man. If I captured your attention and shit, it's because God made that happen 100%. If you came here and said, what's up to Smoke Nation Worldwide, and you started following Smoke Nation Worldwide, it's because the vibrations were just perfect. The vibrations were perfectly right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that that happened like that. And I plan to do that a lot more and shit, man, you know, with a lot more people. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to go back to having 5K live viewers and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm gonna go back to fucking, doing the fucking 1.5 watching and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back to all that and shit, man. I've taken time, to get my mind right, taking time to study the world and shit, man, while I sit here and meditate and marinate and shit, man, on, what's going to happen next and shit, man, because life is happening and shit, man. Life is happening and you never know and shit, man. It's just going to be a matter of time and shit, man. The hidden and shit, man, come out from the hiding and shit, man. And we all coexist and shit, like I said, we would in the future and shit, man, and we will only coexist and shit, man, if the right person is here on this earth and shit, man. But if the wrong person is still here on this earth and shit, man, they will not show their faces and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Until the right person, you know what I'm saying, that protects all and shit, you know what I'm saying, is here and shit, you know what I'm saying, 100%. And that's just, you know, the reality of it and shit, man, because too many people are too busy trying to hunt things and shit. Yeah. Hell yeah. Good morning, Arthur. How you doing, bro? My big ass Smoke Nation Worldwide family, put it in the air. If you have it, don't hide it. It's why you are and hide it. Why you bullshitting, man? Let's go. Hey Joe, if people can't have conversations and different opinions and not still get along, they're really not worth being in your circle, man. Facts. Being able to see things from all points of view is understanding. Is definitely close to being a genius, man. Not many people are able to see past their world because it revolves around them. Man, bro, I'm telling you, it revolves around. Hey, Fox, I agree with you, man. Just my opinion, but we will never have world peace as long as there is religion in it. And that's what I say, man. You know what I'm saying? We were never supposed to have religion. And I believe that's where religion leads people in the wrong direction and shit. Now, I believe to be spiritual and shit. You know what I'm saying? I believe in meditating and stuff like that and shit. I believe in a higher power for sure. I believe in a higher frequency for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I do not believe in, an image and shit, the God that they choose to put in front of our face and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's going to be a lot of people that fall for it for the fact that, you've been programmed to believe that, you know what I'm saying? So seeing is believing in their world and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I know I'm in your world too, but I gotta, like I said, that's where, all right, we're all in the same world, right? But a lot of people are like, yeah, that only happens in your world and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's already excluding you from their world and shit. So therefore, it already created a whole dimension and a whole different, environment and a whole different, civilization and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like when we all say we're not all from the same world and shit, we're all not from the same world and shit, but we're all entering each other's world slowly but surely and shit. Scary as fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? 100%, man. It's wild and shit, man. It's straight wild. It's straight wild. Yo, what up, Scotland in the building? What's going down? Love and respect, man. Hey, I love everybody and shit, man. I love everybody. 100%, man. You know, but out in California and shit, man, what's happening? It's fucked up because they went into a white neighborhood and shit, right? And like all the white neighbors and shit fucking was kicking the fucking ice out of there and shit, like, oh, get the fuck out of here, get back in your car, and that was dope and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I would give props to my motherfucking people that stand up for me and shit, man. You don't do that and shit. You don't come to the neighborhood. You don't come and disturb where people are feeling safe and protected and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand illegal, and I understand people doing illegal shit. You know what I'm saying? And just creating chaos. Like, I understand that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel it. But man, the world is fucking on their feet right now. They're on their toes right now and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got fucking organizations and shit. You got people, fucking, a lot of gangs probably already got talked to and shit. Hey, we're going to be doing this. They probably already got paid and shit not to fucking move a muscle and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I watch movies, but I watch movies that I believe is created and based off of fucking real shit that's happening in front of us and shit. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else is thinking it's just entertainment and shit. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You know, like fucking like Training Day and shit, right? They go to that dude and fucking take his money and all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And they were all playing dirty cops and shit, you know? What if somebody's being hinged up right now and they're just, you know, as the head of whatever and shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, they're doing all this and shit just so it could be a distraction and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know shit. I'm just fucking an individual that looks out the motherfucking box and looks at things like, damn, you know what? That actually sounds good and shit. Like somebody's really in trouble right now and shit, but you know, the chaos and everything keeping the attention away from them and shit, you know what I'm saying? From being found, from being fucking located and shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just thinking out the box and shit. I'm just an individual that fucking thinks in many different ways and shit, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Like, what if it's just a big old giant distraction and shit? Hey, friend, but I can see that your channel needs an audience. You watch your streams so you can start earning 24 per hour with Kick, with which I can involve your channel to get 3,200 views and many chats too. Okay, so contact me on Discord now for more information. Hey, I agree with you, Joe. Imagine if we were just one world instead of different countries. Man. But there's still, hey, friend, I saw you. Hey, I appreciate everybody trying to solicitate their business to me and shit. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But I'm live on Facebook and I'm doing pretty good there. I always stand up for what's right and not who or what can benefit me most, man. I hope you're having a dope Sunday so far, Joe. Oh man, my Sunday's going good, man. 100%. You know, I'm not gonna lie and shit, man. You know, in a little fucking pickle right now and shit. I'm in a big pickle right now, you know, but playing it off right now and shit, you know. But your boy definitely on one and shit, man. You know, I'm in a fucked up pickle right now, and I don't see how I'm gonna get out of it and shit, man. You know, last month fucked up for this month and shit, you know. So I'm kind of stressed and shit, man, you know. But I try to wake up with a happy motherfucking smile and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? 100% right now. I'm fucking drowning and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm holding on and shit, man. You know, I know things will turn around and shit, man. But fuck, you know, I just hate having days or hate having repeated months like that and shit. You know what I'm saying? And last month wasn't even our fault and shit, man. We had the money on time. We sent the money on time. And for some reason, they weren't taking the money out and shit. Apparently, they updated the system, you know, and we ain't know nothing and shit. We just kept on sending it when they said it was in, you know, they said that we got the text message from the office that the money wasn't. Like, we sent it. We screenshotted it, shit, you know. What the fuck? Like, yeah, but we didn't get it. What the fuck? So it's some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Some fucking bullshit. So they got us with a lot of fucking late charges. We didn't pay it till the 29th and shit. So just imagine, you know, from the 6th to the 29th. But I do got shirts available, man. I do got shirts available. This is mine. I bought this years ago. If anybody wants to buy it and shit, man, hit me up. If anybody wants to buy it, hit me up. Oh man. Yeah, hit me up, man. Hit me up. Oh yeah, that's a dope ass piece right there. Hey, definitely a sick one, a sick one. But yeah, man, fucking crazy and shit, man. You know, like I want to see what kind of people they're fucking putting in the fucking trucks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. I want to see exactly like if it's only Mexicans and shit. You know, is it fucking Africans? I don't know and shit, man. Like fucking Middle Easterns, like who are they raiding and shit? Like who are they? I know they're aiming at us and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we're not. There's not just one race of immigrants and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like because then it's just that just becomes a conflict and shit, man. Like man, I'll be fucked up if I have to move to Mexico and shit, man. I've never been to Mexico since I was 5 years old. The crazy part and shit, man, my grandpa stays in Mexico, but that wouldn't matter nothing and shit because why? Because I don't talk to my dad and shit, you know what I'm saying? And if I get deported and shit, would I stay with my name or would I go back to my birth name and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm all fucking confuzzled and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm all fucking confused, this motherfucker right now and shit. Like how does that work and shit, man? Would I get my original identity back and shit? Like my original name is Victor Esteban Robles and shit, but I haven't gone through that name since fucking ever and shit. You know what I'm saying? Joe Victor Hernandez. Hey, Joe. Welcome, Joe. I don't see them raiding aliens. I don't see them fucking raiding aliens. I'm just playing. Man. All right, so what do you guys want to talk about? It's all love, guys. 100%. It's all love. They hate us because they ain't us. They hate us because they ain't us. Oh yeah. Right now, play me a game and shit, man. This game right here pays me, so I just be fucking trying to get some moolah and shit, man. However I can, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's definitely dope and shit, cause not many fucking games fucking pay you and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta find them and shit, man. You just gotta find them. They be out there and shit for reals. You'd be surprised and shit, man. Those little 30 cents and shit, man. Hey, they be adding up and shit. And they be showing up all the time. You see that little blue thing that just went? Like, hey, that be adding fucking cents up in that bitch and shit, man, 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 man. Here, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, do that, do that. I'm waking up my other pages too right now. I just activated my other profiles right now and shit, man. Hey, what's up, beautiful people, man? Welcome. What's going down? I'm right here playing Tetris, guys. How many of you guys enjoy Tetris? Yeah, this one right here actually pays you and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah, I just be trying to fucking be the champion of this shit right here. Son of a bitch. I fucked up right now. Yo, what up, beautiful people, man? Welcome. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I don't know what happened there, but something happened there. All right. Remote. All right, let's see. Take it off. Delete. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna find out later on why you're bullshitting. I just be hating when people be hating and shit, you know, just haters. Yeah, I'm about to go see Lowriders today and shit, man. That's what's gonna happen today. Go check out some Lowriders. Yeah, I was supposed to go to the Saturday cruise and shit, man, you know, but I went swimming and I got tired and shit, man. I went swimming and got tired and shit. I ain't gonna lie. Swimming and got shit, went swimming and got tired. Just like that. And my ass can't fuck. I don't even remember if I did a video or not and shit, man. But I know my ass went to bed and shit, man, and I felt good. Yo, what's popping, everybody, man? Welcome. Come on in. I hope everybody's doing good. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hey, be safe out there, man. I got some work around 2 and shit, man, you know, so we're going to kick it right now. Hell yeah, just right here playing some Tetris and shit, man. That old school shit right there. Hell yeah. I'll be doing it through the Just Play. So it'd be called something different, you know. So it'd be called something different, you know. That's why it says the bootleg and shit, you know. Hey, but that motherfucker right there, hey, that should be hitting. Hell yeah, that should be hitting. Damn, I'll be fucking up sometimes though. I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. All right, cool. I forgot I could do that move and shit. I'm a dumbass too. I'm a dumbass times 2. Hey, what up, Devo? How you doing, bro? Welcome. Good morning. What you got going on? Man, we just hanging out, my brother, man. We just hanging out, trying to get it right, every day, every night, you know? Oh, man, we're definitely staying positive, my brother, 100%. Hell yeah. You having a good day, bro? Yeah, I'm having an awesome morning so far and shit, man, you know? You know me, man, always waking up, trying to figure out how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to get it. You know, I see a lot of freaking companies failing right now from Phoenix, Arizona. So it gives me an opportunity to rise up and shit, man, you know? trying to start my space burger adventures and shit, man. Think it's gonna be a dope ass little adventure and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna do a lot for my family and shit. It's gonna do a lot. Period and shit. It's gonna take care of bills and shit. It's gonna take care of fucking stress and shit. 100%. We're just on a mission. All the kids are getting older and stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them freaking about to graduate soon and shit, man. So, gotta start paving their future and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? 100%. So, we're just trying to do the damn thing. Holy shit. Yeah, any latest news on Trump and what's his face? I try not to focus too much, but sometimes we gotta know what's going on and shit, man. It's a fucking crazy ass world we're living in, and we never thought we'd be living this type of motherfucking life and shit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's happening. You know, we're still unity. We're still coming together and shit. Because that's what's gonna need to happen. You know, not for my sake, but for everybody's sake. The reality of you know needing to shelter people in need and shit, man. That's the future and shit, man. Where's your heart gonna be at and shit? What kind of human being are you gonna be? Like everything's like a movie and shit, man. I'm gonna have to watch the Truman Show. Yeah, and it's crazy because they said that they went and lived in a dome and shit in Antarctica and shit, and then I look at the dome in Las Vegas and shit, right? I look at the dome in Las Vegas, and I'm like, dude, history repeats itself and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, I gotta watch that Truman Show, man. Hey, thank you, Devo. I appreciate it, bro. Everyone, let's click on that pink flower, man, in the bottom and share this post with everyone. I'm doing good. I found a job here in Albuquerque as the general manager at a hotel, so I'm blessed. Hey, that's dope, bro. Congratulations. I like that. Yeah, that's good news right there. Yeah, it's definitely sad times that we live in and shit right now, you know. But that's what people, and I'm gonna say people and shit. That's what people voted for, man. That's what I mean. That's not what they voted for because that's not what they thought was gonna happen. But you know, I mean, he's gonna take health care away from the elderly and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what the hell? How are they supposed to pay for their medicines and this and that and shit? It's crazy and shit. Straight crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't know everything. I'm just listening, but it's like, hey, we talked about this. we talked about people living in tents and shit, you know what I'm saying? And tents have grown to be very popular lately and shit, you know? Like, no lie. Sorry about that, guys. They're fucking with my ear and shit. Hey, what up, Chance? How many people are tuned in right now? We got 4 people. Yeah, no, I probably scared a couple people away right now. Hold on, where are you watching this video at right now from Joe Victor Hernandez? Let me see where people are at right now. I'm going to start the Smoke Nation Worldwide video over, guys. All right, I started over. Hell yeah, what's up, beautiful people, man? Welcome. Right now, we got 2 people watching. Appreciate you guys being here. Hell yeah, we're just hanging out and shit, man. But check out the Truman Show. I'm going to have to do it too and shit, man, because they had told me about it during my live video stream and shit, you know? And, you know, I just started putting things together and shit, man, you know? And I'm like, man, they got us all psyched out and shit, you know? Well, they don't got us psyched out. I mean, some of us are not psyched out. You know, we're over here freaking figuring it out, you know? And somebody has to, you know? And it don't always have to be the scholar person. It don't always have to be the person that went to college and shit, you know what I'm saying? It could be regular old me and shit, you know what I'm saying? 100%. Yo, what's up, Frank? Welcome. Hell yeah, I appreciate you guys being here, man. We're just hanging out, guys, hanging out. Hell yeah, I'm playing a little Tetris. I'm almost done with it right now, guys. Yeah, this game right here, it helps me accumulate funds, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I play it here and there. Oh, yeah. That's how I fuck myself, right? That's how I fuck myself. All right, hold on. Gonna have to watch that commercial. Yo, what up, Danny Hansen in the building? Welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in and vibing with us. What's the word? Bird. Man, we just hanging out and vibing and shit, man. I appreciate you guys being here. Good morning, beautiful people, man. What's the word? Man, I didn't make it to the cruise last night and shit, guys. And it looked like it was popping. I am going to go tonight, man. I am going to go tonight. And it's probably going to be more popping today and shit, man, you know? So that's probably what we're going to do tonight. Oh, I'm playing Tetris. Yeah, I do just play. Yeah, I do just play, and it pays me. Let me see. Yeah, I do just play, and it pays me. It pays you. You get to cash out every 2 hours and shit. You know. I try to leave it there as long as I could and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Just so I could build up and shit. You know. Yeah, and it works wonders and shit, man. Honestly, it works wonders. You know, you're not gonna get rich off of it and shit. You know. What is what's LGC? Oh, right. Yeah. Oh no, I'm trying to figure out that. I'm trying to figure it out too and shit. I'm trying to, the acronym and shit. Yeah, and that fucking thing right there. It'll pop up all the time and shit. It just lets you know that it counted and shit. And then it tells you, like, you can click on it and then it'll tell you like what you've accumulated and shit. And it's gonna be up to you and shit, man. When to take it out. I try to take it out. Well, it goes directly to my PayPal and shit, man. But I'm saying, I try to keep it up there to like I accumulate at least 10, 20 and shit, man. I'm actually gonna be on a mission to do it all the way to like 5 million and shit, right? And then hopefully I'm able to, get the $500 like that and shit. It'd be crazy and shit. But if you were able to do it like that, wouldn't you do it and shit, right? If you knew you just had to score 500 fucking points and shit to cash out $500, wouldn't you do it? Yes or no? If you knew at 500 million points you could cash out let me make sure. Let me see. Yeah, 500 million points got you $500. Would you do it? Trust the system that everything's gonna be okay. The spiritual system. We gotta all freaking believe, man. 100%. Every little thing gonna be all right. Baby, don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing gonna be all right. Baby, don't worry about a thing. That's what I had to tell my lady today and shit. So every little thing, it's gonna be all right. Don't worry. We worry about a lot of shit, man, but sometimes there's things that we can't control and shit, and sometimes we just gotta fucking, level up and shit, sometimes we gotta fucking bite our tongues and shit. Sometimes we gotta take a hit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta take a fucking L. And we hate taking L and shit, you know what I'm saying? How many of you guys hate taking L's? I hate taking an L. But sometimes we have to take an L and shit, you know what I'm saying? It helps us grow. It helps us fucking build and shit. It helps us create, you know. It helps us come out with the motherfucking next hustle and shit, 100%. I'm gonna make something happen, though. 100%. See, that should just be fucking coming up. Oh shit, I got you right now. Hold on. I didn't even know you were out there.
Yeah. I saw you were
Followed by
looking.
the number one. We still love you, Mr. Sad Face. Oh man. We love them. We love them. We love them. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hey, how you doing, bro? Hell yeah. You scored on some motherfucking flour, I see.
$10.08.
Hey,
I
can't
had
go.
350 points and it was $15.
Hey,
Yeah.
shit. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's fire.
That's unheard of in fucking Texas, though. I mean, this is pretty fire for $10.
Hell yeah. Hey, I don't know nothing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Texas and shit. So that's crazy.
From the little club that you go in there and you show like a dispensary, the same shit. You show them your ID, and till September or whenever Greg Abbott decides to be a fucking dickhead and want the tax money, we'll have it for a while. So there's a bunch of them right now. THCA, but it's fucking weed, bro. That's fucking, tell me that it's not weed, bro. Like, yeah, right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just THCA, okay, sure. You know what I mean? And then, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking just a way to get around the fucking government. That's all that is.
Right.
That's this weed, bro. It's not fucking, yeah, right, THCA. When you burn it, it changes it. Yeah, okay, because it fucking gets you high.
I'm calling you, man.
What? No, because they say that that's a science behind this particular strains, and once you put fire to it, then it becomes illegal. Like, fuck you guys, you know what I mean?
Man.
What happened to just, okay, it's 21 and above, and just don't really smoke it around kids and you're okay. Like, the fuck? Now you got this stigma that people are like, oh, that's marijuana, that's bad, oh, the devil's lettuce, and all that bullshit, and especially in Texas, it's like fucking stupid. So I try not to like, I mean, I am like I am what I am, and I ain't no more, like Popeye said, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's how I think about it.
Right. Man, I was
going to sit there and motherfuckers just sit there smoking fucking 10 cigarettes in a row.
Man, I hate smoking cigarettes like that.
And especially if you go to the casino and you sit next to somebody and they're smoking.
Man.
And they don't give a fuck, bro. They're blowing in your face. I'll be talking shit to those fuckers, though. Hey, excuse me, could you blow it the other fucking way, asshole? Like, really?
Yeah.
Like in Vegas and shit, bro. These motherfuckers are ignorant. They'll blow that fucking cigar smoke in your face and be like, excuse me, is that weed? If it's not, then your ass needs to go that way or fucking blow that shit somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Right. Man, really?
But some bitch tried to say some shit to me at the bus stop over there downtown here in San Antonio, bro. And I told her, bitch, it's fucking outside. Don't you see the motherfucker smoking across the street on the corner? Yeah, you do. So shut the fuck up, bitch. Fuck you, I told her. I kind of walked down the way a little bit, Fuck you, fucking bitch. I ain't even trying to catch the bus. I just came here to smoke. What now?
Right. What happened, baby? What does that mean?
So you'd be like, oh, officer, yeah, right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
but shit like that cracks me up about people in society nowadays. It's funny shit to me. I think I should probably see that's connected to that branch though. I was gonna take down some bottom stem shit, like foliage, but it's connected to some shit, so I don't know if I'm gonna fuck with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got some shit going with some other shit, and I'm not trying to really fuck with the natural process of it.
Hell yeah. No, I feel it. That's shit. It's doing its thing, man. Hey, we can't smoke weed now in the casinos in Las Vegas. That's dope, bro. Can we?
You can. I did that at Caesars, right in the front. The fucking security guard looked at me kind of funny, but we walked the other way. But yeah, I was smoking right in there in casino, bro, on the edge of the casino.
Yeah,
I was smoking a big fat ass joint, and I wasn't gonna sit there and smoke the whole joint, but motherfucker, the black dudes be going through there with the casino with the blunt, bro.
Yeah,
and they be going right in the casino at the machine, and they have their blunt. because I guess they think people think it's the cigar, but if you know, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the security guards are that dumb, like they don't know what the weed smells like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nowadays, I think they just don't give a fuck, especially if they're spending hella money. They're just like, who cares, you know? It's like a cigarette. It's legal. I think not all the casinos, maybe like the bougie ones, like the Bellagio and stuff, might say something to, you know, if they didn't see the guy probably not really spending a lot of money, but he's spending a bunch of money up in there and weed in their casino smoking, you know? But
Right.
I'm surprised none of those casinos don't have like the waitress going around selling a pre-rolls with a partner with one of the casinos and the dispensaries together or something like that, you know? Wow, why have they not did that yet? That's what I don't understand.
I mean,
Remember that they just
it's
probably around the corner.
yeah, it's fairly new over there. Like, I mean, it's legal, but I mean, they gotta think about their rules and shit and what they gotta change or whatever, you know.
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, but they used to go around and sell cigars back in the day, though, to the people at the machine.
Yeah, but
Kind of not too different. But maybe it's as far as like the laws go, that might be different because, you know, in Texas they have a drive-through, bro. You can pick up your Budweiser or your fucking bourbon through the drive-through and just fucking be on your way. And give them your card and that's it. And fucking, you know.
That's
Well,
tight.
these fools probably, a lot of these fools in Texas probably crack a beer in the car, bro.
Hey, shit. That's
They're so worried about weed, but they have a drive-through for fucking alcohol. You think about that for a minute.
I mean, that's everywhere and shit. That's wild, though, you know?
Like, you can drive through with your car, bro. Supposedly supposed to be having that shit in the backseat of your car, you know?
That's tight right there.
And you know, probably 9 out of 10 motherfuckers are like, right when they, you know what I mean? Like you're smoking a joint. It's
And
the same fucking outcome.
went down. They said they had Colorado.
Yeah, that's weird though.
Yeah, it's live in.
I didn't see that in California. Did you ever see in Phoenix a drive-through for alcohol?
Oh yeah, everywhere.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I mean, I know Uber Eats and all that, Lyft delivers and all that shit, but like I never knew like it was that accepted like that. Because you would think people would say like, "Oh wow, we have a drive-through in our neighborhood." It's like now it's even easier for these people to get all fucked up.
Right.
And they're not thinking about people drinking and driving and you know what I mean, killing each other and shit. Like that's pretty like straightforward, you know.
Right.
That's sick though. That's nice. I just think when these government agencies think about all this shit, they should think about the big picture of it, you know?
Right. And what up, Live with Tay? What's going down, my brother? Welcome. Hey, everything's going good, my bro. I hope everything's going good on your end. Make sure you guys follow my boy right there, Live with Tay 719, man. And
we went down to the little flea market yesterday, sold some hats. I didn't sell that many, but I got the you know, the product kind of out there a little bit.
Hell yeah, that's tight right there. I mean, you got to start somewhere and shit, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I had done that before a lot, but like we just hadn't been to that place.
Yeah.
But we might have to go to the newer one next time because that place was like real fucking slow.
Hell yeah, you just got to see where it's
I guess they are worried about immigration coming in there to round them up and shit because all of them are straight. You know what I mean?
Hey, fucking life is happening and shit, man. You know, it's fucked up.
Yeah, I guess that's fucked up. One of the reasons why people are not really there, supposedly, the vendors are saying. But they said that shit happened 10 years ago, where they could send a bunch of agents to the flea market and rounded up a bunch of people. That's pretty fucked up.
That's a setup. A fucking setup.
And there wasn't even that many vendors like that either. So usually like pack that place, but that did not this week. And it's summertime too, bro, and it's fucking like 90-some degrees plus 60% humidity, like kind of like Phoenix or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably a little bit different dry heat, though, I imagine. You guys have that real dry heat over there, too, right?
I don't even know what that means.
Like the dry heat, bro. Like the sticky heat where your shit fucking shirt sticks to you sweat and your shit sticks to the back of your back and shit, your t-shirt. Like Hawaii and shit.
Nah, fucking only when it rains and shit like that, you know.
And that's the one thing I used to like about Hawaii. Like, I don't seem like I drank like more natural shit when I was there. Like, they did have coconuts over there at the swap meet yesterday. I almost got one, but I wasn't really kind of poor yesterday. But you know, I got my gelato though.
Hell yeah, man! What happened to my fucking Exile, man? What the fuck happened?
What happened?
Nah, he's in a neck brace.
Who?
One of my boys.
Oh, what happened?
Well, that's what I'm asking. I know, that's what I'm asking myself and shit.
Oh, maybe he's fighting or what happened? Hey, did you see the Ultimate Fighter? Fucking is kind of my friend BJ Penn. For some reason he got arrested like 6 times within a month, and they were talking about it on the online and shit. I don't know what the fuck that fool did. Probably domestic bullshit.
That's wild. Nah, I stay away from the TV and shit, bro.
It wasn't on TV. It was on the internet.
Oh yeah.
I think it was on Facebook even.
Yeah, I only be on live video, and then I go scroll for a little bit, but then I just be stuck playing video games on the phone. And shit.
I need to start more like with the more money shit and not scrolling so much because I be scrolling too much.
Bro, I got apps that pay you for scrolling.
You do? You better hook it up.
What do you call it? What do you call it? I've been doing that shit like fucking crazy and shit. Hell yeah, you.
Oh, so check it out. And I don't know if I told you this, but in 28 days now, I got to look at it again and see my stats again. But I got views on my videos for my alcohol demos. 50 fucking some thousand people looked at it, like 52,000 or 51,000. Within 28 days, if I could get that on a consistent basis and sign up with the Facebook to where you could get paid, if I could make some money.
Oh yeah, you just gotta be consistent.
I just need to like think of some good content. Like, yeah, I like all your your t-shirts are pretty tight. I'm surprised you don't sell more of them.
Yes, it's dry heat. It's not humid. Yeah, we don't have that dry heat until it gets wet. So, like,
so what color shirts do you have? Like just black, or do you have other colors?
Oh, I could get whatever color, like black, gray, white.
I don't like green. It will stick out on the green one, right? It will, right?
This design right here,
like a dark color, or like a darker green, or a lighter green, even like a Kermit the Frog green, maybe, or even a darker green, like the leaf in the background.
This is navy blue right here.
No, I don't want blue. I always got fucked with when I wore blue.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying this shirt right here, it probably comes out. It probably looks like black, but it's navy blue. But
no, that's blue. When I used to live in Sac, I always used to get messed with when I wore that color, so that's why I really like that color. You know how gangs are and shit like that. I'm like, you know what I mean? So I just try to be kind of neutral. I'll wear green or like, you know, whatever, you know.
Hell
or like gray or navy or whatever.
I feel it.
And that it matches with a lot of your clothes too.
Oh yeah, I like dark colors. I like polyester. Lighter.
You like polyester? You live in Phoenix, bro. Why you like polyester?
It's lighter
than cotton.
I mean, cotton fucking sticks to me like crazy in the heat.
Yeah, I guess. But it seems like polyester is kind of hotter for me. I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm able to breathe. You see,
I mean, today, it don't seem like the humidity is so much today.
Yeah.
But usually that shit's up there. But no, today it seems like it's not so far. It's not so hot and sticky yet.
I feel it. I feel it.
But it's only 10 o'clock though.
Hell yeah, it's 8 o'clock for me. Hey, I appreciate you guys being here, man. Shouts out to everybody that's tuned in and vibing with Smoke Nation worldwide, man. 100%, man. I know a lot of you guys took off.
I can't really turn my camera on this thing, huh?
Yeah, you gotta go to settings.
Okay, that's all good. I can just do things. But check this out, bro. Like, just want to show you like how this thing's going crazy. Like, I'm fucking like tripping. Like, I'm hoping they're all gonna go down the branches though. See, look at.
Hell yeah. Nice. It's doing good, huh?
Look at how like you see how can you see how gray the gray is coming out?
Yeah.
Pretty nuts, right?
That's dope.
Yeah, I just kind of watch it every day and I like see like the changes, and it's fucking pretty interesting,
Sickness.
Well, every couple of days it kind of changes a little bit.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is I keep getting the leaves that are drying on the edges, and kind of yellow edges. And
Yeah.
I guess I probably if I get those nutrients, it'll probably be better for the plant, because I think that's what it needs, because it's doing healthy, but I think it needs that extra pump over the road, because everybody's telling me that if I get that bloom, then it's going to be way better.
Hell yeah.
I need to go and spend the $12 and fucking, you know what I mean?
I feel it. What's up, Hopeless? How you doing? Welcome.
But yeah, because I was just trying to go straight organic, and I think that's what's kind of like, I need that extra push of vitamins for the plant.
Shit, man.
So it's great. I got the Fox Farm Ocean, but still, I think it needs a little extra like oomph, so then things can develop. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Hold on 1 second.
This fucker stinks already, though, bro.
Yeah, I got some smell.
No, it stinks, but it's starting to smell already.
Oh yeah, that's dope right there. Shit, that's the best thing ever and shit, man. For it to motherfucker be a stinkeroo.
It went from 4 to 2, but I mean, 2 real healthy ones, so I'm fine with that. And it's better to have 2 than 4, because where I'm at in the state, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. How many are you allowed? How many are you allowed? Or not allowed at all?
I don't know, bro. I don't even want to know. You know what I mean? But I probably should get my little medical card or whatever. That way I don't really have to worry about it in the back of my mind,
Yeah.
And if they say something, I can just be like, hey, that's my medicine. I mean, I'm allowed to grow it,
That's it.
And if you're not, you'll have to talk to my lawyer if you don't recognize the card,
Yeah, no. It'd be
what I
like,
mean?
it'd be like that.
Because it seems like it's kind of like that over here, Everybody wants to fucking sue each other and shit, if they get in a car accident or whatever.
And it makes money.
Right.
Everybody finds that easy way out.
Yeah. Till the money's gone.
Or even temporary, even temporary money,
Yep. Man, that shit's fire, bro. Tastes like straight lemon cherry gelato.
Yeah, that's dope right there. Getting my notification from people being live right now.
That's a weird notification, like da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da. There's a special one or what?
Nah, I mean, it comes with it. It's just the way it's set.
No, that's right.
Let me see real fast. I'm gonna see what my what I've got on my PayPal now and shit since I Just cashed out the 24 cents.
Damn, bro. Look at this one.
All right. That's cool. That's cool right there.
It's bushy. That fucker is real bushy.
Nice.
I'm trying to keep him in the shade now because I don't want him to burn up.
Yeah. You got to have it
But
where
still get sun, any kind, you know? Still,
you got to have it where it's 50-50 and shit, bro.
yeah, it'll, once the sun comes over the patio, it'll be a little bit more. I just kind of want them like to relax a little bit. Don't stress them too much.
I feel
That way
it.
they can just go start going
Hell
all
yeah.
over, you know?
Nah, I feel it. Let me see.
Like the girl in her panties and shit, you know what I mean?
Ta-ha. That's-
If you know what I'm talking about, you can figure that one out.
Oh.
Or from the form of a plant, though, you know what I mean?
Damn it. Tell him.
Right? What happened? Immigration. What about it? What happened? Yeah, it is, but I mean, you know, sure, some of it's like got to be done, but not all of it. I can see the criminals, but not the families. The families is wrong to do that.
Damn. Let's see. Damn, I'm gonna be outside again, too. It's all right, though. Hell yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna roll out from right here and shit. I'm gonna play some games and try to make me some more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Sounds good. I'll catch you later then.
All right, stay.